Hey everyone. I want to assure you that I'm very well qualified to speak on this subject on both counts. All right, let's get right to it. By the way, I might break this up into two videos. We'll see how the time goes. I don't want to make it too long. Uh, the first item is this: you must be self secure. You must have a secure self image. Uh, and if you don't, maybe some of you do, but if you don't, consider these points. Every human, including you and me, is unique and valuable. Every human is. Uh, Secondly, no one really knows you. Not even the people closest to you really know you. As a matter of fact, I don't think anyone really knows anyone on this planet. We think we do, but it's not true. So if someone insults you or denigrates you or looks down their nose at you in some way or another, there's no reason that your mind has to accept that. You can just slough it off because they are operating on insufficient information. They don't know you, especially if it's a stranger or barely an acquaintance. They don't know you at all. So what do you care what they think? They're entitled to their opinion, but you don't have to accept it. All right, second, you need to identify your philosophical core. And I'm not talking about politics or religion or economics or any of that stuff. I'm talking about your philosophy on life and your philosophical view of yourself. Now, that's a big subject, and it takes a lot of work. It took me years and years and years to identify my philosophical core. Now, it doesn't mean it'll take you that long, but it's a task, is all I'm saying. It's a big task, but it's crucial to happiness. You cannot be totally happy, in my opinion, unless you've identified your philosophical core. Third, educate yourself. Now, maybe some of you are educated. Maybe you have a formal education, a degree from a university or whatever your education is. Good. Continue on. Education is a lifelong process. If you're not formally educated and you can't do that for one reason or another, then you have to educate yourself. And you're lucky because you have in front of you the world's greatest library. Now, we all know the internet has a lot of fluff and silliness and propaganda and half-truths, etc., but it also has an equally large amount of very serious, very credible, very useful information. So make use of it. Fourth, you need to live in the present. Now, I'm not saying don't plan for the future, but if you can't live in the present, then any planning you do for the future will not be useful, and it will not contribute to your happiness. In actuality, all we have is the present, because the future is nothing more than hope, a thought, a dread. The past is nothing more but a present memory. The future is a present hope or thought or dread. The past is a present memory. All we have is the present. So live in the present. Fifth, develop the skill of critical thinking. Now, what that means is be open-minded about everything. Don't jump to conclusions. That's the greatest bane of humankind, in my opinion. Jumping to conclusions without sufficient information. Accepting something just because somebody said it. Don't do that. Get different points of view. And for God's sakes, please, don't be a true believer in anything. Because we humans don't know much. We think we know a lot, but we don't. Even theoretical physicists agree that humans have barely scratched the surface of reality. So be open-minded. Get different points of view. All right, next, do something every day to benefit this sack of chemicals that we call a body. You know, you are not your body. Your body's like a vehicle, but it's important. So do something every day. It doesn't have to be a long period of exercise or anything, but do something, even for just a few minutes. Go for a walk or do whatever you do every day. That's, you know, if it's possible. Now next, everyone needs money. We all know that. That's a given. But we don't really need as much as we think. And money only buys comfort, convenience, or luxury. It doesn't contribute to your happiness. Happiness is in a different sphere. And you don't really need to be as comfortable as you think you do. All right, next, relax often. Take a break. But work hard when you work, and especially if you're in a zone, because you can be very productive in a zone. Once in a while, get out of town. That's important. If you're already out of town, like I am, that's a real plus. But I'm assuming most of you are in a city or a town. Get out once in a while. Get back to nature. Go for a walk. Go to a national forest or a national park or a farm or a ranch or just an open field or somewhere. Get out and walk around. Take it all in. It really refreshes your spirit, and that's important in terms of being happy. All right, and then finally, get your priorities straight. But on a daily basis, be flexible. It's really not that important if you get such and such done on such and such a day or at such and such an hour. It'll wait. Don't worry about it. Relax. Well, that's about it. I can tell you this much. I've lived a relatively long time. I've had a great life. Sometimes I've had money. Other times I haven't. I don't now. But I can tell you this. Life is damn short. So live it. I don't care if you live to be only 25 or 125. Life goes by just like that. So live it, enjoy your life, and first things first, get a secure self-image. Be totally secure in your self-image, and people won't be able to take you down or bring you down. And then identify your philosophical core. That's super important. Okay, I guess I got it all done. Maybe I'll expand on another clip some other time. Thanks for dropping in, and happiness is well within your grasp, believe me. See you next time.